Hello, my name's Shawn Gordon. I've been part of Tree of Life now for almost 2 years. I came to Tree of Life 2 years ago. Actually, it'll be 2 years in February. Uh, with a broken life, a broken marriage. I was just in a really bad spot. I was raised in church my whole life. But in August of 2021, I decided that I was still going to church and everything. It just became too much, and I couldn't do it anymore. So I decided that just church wasn't for me. So by November, I stopped going to church. By December, my wife stopped going to church. We were in a really bad spot. Like I said, our marriage was just a mess. My life was a mess. Everything was a mess. My daughter, everything was just spiraling. And in the midst of that, I told God, I was like, God, I can't do this anymore. This isn't for me. I don't want any part of this. In the middle of all of it, God, I believe it was God. Now, I didn't know this at the time, but something put on my heart to find Tree Life Church specifically. I don't know why, but somehow I found it on YouTube one night when I was just on YouTube randomly, and I started perusing the YouTube channel and the website both. And after that night, that was in November, after that night, I just couldn't get away from it. And meanwhile, I again wanted no part of this. And then at the end of January of 2022, I went. My wife and I went on a cruise for our anniversary, and we got to talking late one night, and we both decided that we were in a really bad spot. The things just weren't good. We had to get back to church and go back. And I told her, I said, I heard of this church. I found this church. It's called Tree of Life. I don't really know a lot about it. I know I've heard of the pastor before, Pastor Urshan. I'd heard his name before. That's really all, though. And we came to church the first Sunday in February of 2022, and everybody was so nice. It was amazing. Everybody was incredible and so friendly. And we came for that Sunday and Wednesday, and everything was good, and we really liked it. But then a message. We have a tradition here called the Super Bowl message, and the Bengals were in the Super Bowl that year, and Pastor Urshan got up and preached "Who Day Rhymes with New Day," and he preached right to me. He could have taken everybody else out of that sanctuary and preached right to my wife and I and our situation, and said, you know what, you can have a fresh start. You can have a new day here right now. This can be the beginning, and it doesn't matter how you've come up short in the past. It doesn't matter that church didn't work out for you like this in the past. It doesn't matter what you've done or what's happened now, that you've tried and failed over and over again. But it doesn't matter, because today's a new day and it's a new start for you. And we both went to the altar that day, and everything changed after that. After that, I've been taught how much God really loves me, how much Jesus really loves me. And therein, I learned how to love others and and it starts at home. It starts with loving my wife and my daughter, which in turn helped fix my marriage and fixed everything back together, put everything back together again, with not just my immediate family that lives with me, but family that don't live with me, that we weren't on speaking terms anymore. We have good relationships again, and I credit all that to God and what God's done for me over the last 2 years. And it really is amazing what's happened. There's a song by Maverick City called Million Little Miracles, and I could go on and on for a long time about just every little step of the way that God's blessed me financially. He's blessed me spiritually. He's blessed every step I've taken since I've come here. And I thank God for that. This Thanksgiving season, I'm extremely grateful for all that God's done for me. He's given me more mercy, more grace, and shown me more love than I could ever imagine, and shown me that how I can return that love to others and shine my light to others by just loving people and helping people. And it's been amazing to see the transformation in my own life